everybody. Welcome to the Fred Show, the Sports Talk edition with Fred and, of course, our very own Charlie the Sports Guy. Charlie, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Fred, it's fantastic. I'm ready for the Fred picks in the NFL against the spread and whatever to see what you come up with this week.
Okay, yeah, I know there's some other things going on in sports, like, the NBA season going to start in December and the NHL going to start in January, but I don't want to get into that right now. I want to go right into our NFL picks. So here, let me change things to there, and let me go to my NFL background. And
Ta-da!
there we go.
You gotta love it. I love it.
All
the
right, there we go. It's all about the sports. Okay, Charlie. So what do we got? What's the first game up? Who are we picking? What do you think?
Well, we have a crummy game of the week, one of them anyway. Detroit against the Bears. The Bears have lost. The Chicago Bears have lost 5 in a row, but yet they're at home at -3. So that's the official spread.
Well, I'm taking the Bears. Fred takes the Bears on that one.
He's going with the Bears. All right.
Who you taking? Who you taking?
Well, of course, it's one of my favorite teams from where I was a kid.
Of course. So you're going with the Bears.
Even
you only got 10 minutes. Charlie's going with the Bears. All
Yes.
right. Moving on.
What's
the next game?
Is Cincinnati against Miami. Miami is 11.5-point favorite.
Well, and they're in Miami?
Yes, I think it's 11 points now. It's moved down to that.
Going with Miami. The Bengals can't beat their way out of a wet paper bag right now, even though 11's pretty high. Fred's taking Miami.
I agree with you.
All right.
We've got a decent game as far as Indianapolis on the road at 7-4 is their record against Houston, 4-7. Houston. Well, let's see. What's the spread in this one? -3.5 Indianapolis.
Really? Is J.J. Watt playing, do you know?
I think so, but maybe not. But, Houston is at home, but there ain't going to be not that many fans. So,
you know what? I think that the Colts are hot, and I think they're going to go down there, and I think they're going to beat the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I think so too. So, to me,
okay. So we both take the Colts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jacksonville's the next game. They are 1-10 on the year against Minnesota. Minnesota's -10. They're at home.
10. Minnesota's at home?
Yeah.
That should be -50. Are you kidding me? Minnesota. Bet the farm.
Jacksonville doesn't have it this year. I agree with you. Minnesota is the way to go.
Right.
All right. Next game, Las Vegas. They are 6-5, the Raiders.
Right.
Against the hapless New York Jets at 0-11. The Raiders are an 8.5-point favorite on the road.
Take the Raiders. The Jets aren't going to win. There's this whole thing that traveling east is going to throw off their clock. That ain't going to work. This is one the Raiders are going to win. Take the point, or to give up the points. The Raiders are going to win.
I agree with you too on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a interesting game. Once again, New Orleans on the road. They're 9-2 against the 4-7 Atlanta Falcons, who have shown some life lately. But New Orleans is only a -3 favorite.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, that's because Atlanta's getting better. But, that's a division rivalry. And I never had a good time in Atlanta. I had a woman break my heart there. So I'm going to go with New Orleans on that. Drew Brees, going to kill them birds.
I agree with you, Drew Brees all the way.
We're all agreeing.
Here is one of the best games of the week. Cleveland Browns are 8-3. Tennessee is 8-3. Tennessee at home at -5.5.
Wow. Tennessee at home. Yeah, the Browns are getting better. I'm a Steeler fan, and we're getting worried about playing the Browns because they're no joke. And you never know. Both of those teams are hot and cold. And I think the Browns are going to win this game for some reason, even though they're at Tennessee. Now, here's my upset of the week. This is my upset of the week, and because I want the Cleveland Browns to be flying high and feeling good when they play the Steelers and lose badly. So I'm taking the Browns.
Wow, I agree with you, Fred.
Oh my God, really? That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm going Cleveland's going to win.
Okay.
They're plus 210 on the money line, in fact, if you want to go just for a straight win, or take the points at 5.5 plus 5.5 for Cleveland.
Okay, moving on.
It's an
What's
even
next?
game. All right. The New York Giants against Seattle, who's at home. Well, it's Seattle by -11 now. It was -10.
Seattle, they're going to take it. I know the Giants are getting better. They got to travel. There's no way. Yeah, 11, easy.
Okay, I agree with you. I mean, I was on the fence. I didn't know what to do.
I was going to like him and haw about it, but since we only got how much time we got? We only got 4 minutes left. I'm taking Seattle.
Yeah, you're right. Here we go. Los Angeles Rams 7-4 on the road against Arizona, who is 6-5. The line has moved from about -1 for Arizona to +3, even money for the Rams. In other words, you bet 100, you win 100 at +3 for the Rams.
Yeah, both these teams you never know who's going to show up. I'm a Rams fan. I'm sticking with the Rams. My money's going on the Rams, Charlie.
I'm going with the Rams, too. They're -150 on the money line.
We haven't disagreed yet.
I think maybe the first time ever. Well, there's still some.
All right, what's next?
Philadelphia, who's kind of crummy at 3-7 against the Green Bay Packers at 8-3 this year. Green Bay at home at -8.5.
Green Bay's going to win that. They're at home. I mean, Philly, you never know. They could pull it off. That's not my upset of the week. So
no, I agree with you.
It's going to be Green Bay.
You might as well take them, and if Green Bay somehow wins by 3 or 7,
the smart money's on Green Bay.
You take the chew.
All right.
New England, thank God they finally have a losing record.
Oh,
thank God. Belichick, they're 5-6 on the year.
I'll have to put balloons up during when I edit this video. Okay, go ahead.
They're playing the Clippers, who are at home.
The Clippers
3-8. I'm sorry, the Chargers.
The Patriots are playing the Clippers. What's going on here? 2020 is going nuts. Okay.
All right, so it's New England on the road against the LA Chargers.
Chargers. Well, that's like the Clippers. I mean, you got that? See? The Chargers are like the Clippers, really.
Right, they're underperform except
easy mistake to make. I make that mistake all the time.
Yeah, I looked at LAC and I.
Right. So what's the spread again? Sorry, Charlie.
Oh, it's a pick'em.
Oh, it's a pick'em. Really? At the Chargers, at SoFi Stadium.
Yes, at SoFi.
I always want the Chargers to win. I root for them all the time, and they always let me down, except when I bet against them, and then they win. I think the Chargers organization was built on an ancient Indian burial ground. They screw me either way if I pick them or I don't pick them.
I agree, this is the kind of game that you got to say, oh, New England historically, I should take them, but I hate them so much. Why would I?
I have
So
no hate, but I'm gonna
you
say
just got to take the
I can't pick.
the
I'm
Chargers.
taking the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers because they're at home, and that's one of those games they just might win. So
Right.
go ahead.
I'm going with it too because
Yep.
logically in the old
Yeah.
days you would take New England, but no.
Right.
All right, next game is Denver at 4-7 on the road at Kansas City, who's 10-1 on the year, -14.
Kansas City. Denver. They got some guy in the parking lot they found to like play quarterback. So
Right. I'm
Kansas
going
City
with
got that
Kansas
one.
City. They're on a roll.
Yeah.
Next game is Buffalo, extremely good, 8-3
Yeah.
this season on the road against
Yeah.
San Francisco, who's 5-6.
Right. They're not
Buffalo
that
is -1 at home.
Oh, wait a minute. Buffalo.
I'm sorry, -1 on the road for Buffalo.
Buffalo is -1 on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's tight. That's unbelievable.
So it's pretty much picking who's gonna win.
Yeah. This will be a tester. I'll be watching this game because the Steelers play Buffalo in a couple games, and I want to see how they do. That whole traveling from east to west coast kind of affects, and they're both teams that need to prove themselves. But you know what? I have a feeling that Buffalo is going to pull that off. I think they're going to be better than the 49ers.
I'm going with Buffalo myself.
Really?
San Francisco has shown some life, but I think Buffalo, they're
Well, I think Buffalo's been more
good.
consistent
Yeah.
than 49ers. You know what I mean? I got to put your smart money on Buffalo. Okay, Charlie, what's next?
Well, it's your Pittsburgh Steelers. Washington with 4 wins and 7 losses against Pittsburgh, who is 11-0. Well, the Pittsburgh Steelers are now -7. The spread has gone from -10 to -7 in the last 5 days.
Yeah, that's because this looks like one of those games they're going to look past. This is one of those trap games. You know what I mean? We're going to have to practice for those guys. We're looking forward to the next game, and that could kill them. That could get them. You know what I mean? So, but you say 7? How can I can't do it. It's not in my blood. I can't not pick against the Steelers. Someone would show up at my house and shoot me. So, got to go with the Steelers. As long as they don't sit on their laurels like they do and forget to practice. I'm for Pittsburgh. They reflect my demeanor. You know what I mean? We wake up late. We don't practice. We drink too much. We smoke too much. We do way too much.
Slow start. We're
lazy.
In the
We're
quarter.
surly, and it shows. It's like, oh my God, come on! Eventually, we can win this. So, I'm
now that it's 7, I'm going with the Steelers.
There
when
you
it was
go.
Higher
right.
in the week, I was scared. I go, oh my God!
Are
8 or
they
9
going to pop
points
the champagne or what? I hope. Who's left with the Miami Dolphins there that's going to pop the champagne? We got Mercury Morris. What's his name? Shula's gone.
Still alive, or
who else besides Mercury Morris is still alive?
God,
or is even he alive?
I don't even
who's
know
alive
who. Did Zonka die and
There's
kick?
nobody to pop the champagne. Whoever's left, they got to take the bottle of champagne and hit him over the head.
Is Warfield still alive? I don't even know. Greasy?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, the older Greasy.
All right. All right, Charlie. We're going along.
We're going along.
Next.
Dallas Cowboys. Oh, you gotta love it. They suck at 3-8 against Baltimore, who's 6-5. Both their quarterbacks, the regulars, are out. Baltimore is at home at -7.
Yeah, but who's playing quarterback for them?
-7.5. It's moved to -7.5. That makes
Baltimore is -7?
-7.5 now. It was -7.
Well, their defense is really good. That's why the Steelers had a hard time. People go, oh, look, the Steelers sucked against them. But people don't realize their defense is good.
I think a low-scoring game. The over/under is 45, which is too much, I think. Just to let you know. But
all right, I got to make a pick. I'm going with Baltimore on that one.
Baltimore and plus 7.5.
They're gonna be
I'm
angry.
going with them. They're angry. They need the win to make the playoffs.
Going to be angry. They're going to have a groundskeeper playing quarterback, and he's just going to like pull a knife out in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I think it's a low-scoring game. And
That's my
if
prediction.
nothing else, you bet the
Yeah.
under. Because I wrote
Who are you
down
picking?
45.
Who are you picking? You're picking.
Baltimore, but I'm also
sorry.
figuring the under. If that's really
We
45,
haven't disagreed yet.
Unless I wrote it down wrong. Yeah, I
Okay.
know.
What's next, Charlie? What's the next game? Is that
Those
it?
are all the games.
That's it. All right. We've gone over.
We go 15-0.
We did it. Let's see. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Fred Johnson Show, the sports talk section. Since we're all in hiatus for the Fred Johnson Show with our one and only Charlie the Sports Guy. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.